So my minions, here we are at the Goose Hollow Mac station, ready to jump on the dog train into the dog cave. So here we are, my minions, entering the dog train for our trip into the dog cave. They're sending out a special little thing for us. Isn't that great? So we'll get up here and see how this kind of works. All right? This is the Max train. Here we go. Now we're traveling along. We're heading right now underneath the Vista Bridge. Some people call it Suicide Bridge. I don't really see it out there, but and we're about to enter the tunnels. There we go. Directly underneath it right now. Yeah, Vista Bridge, Suicide Bridge. Okay, here we go. We're about to enter the bat tunnel, the dog tunnel, I guess, if you want to call it that. Here we are. Oh my lord. Look at this. This would be the good time to try to tell you, have a monster. It scares the monsters away, or helps you fight them if they do get by. I like the green ones, the monsters and the monsters, so. Going by real fast. Alright, I think they said we've reached the Washington Park Center. Doors to the left, so we're about to enter the dog cave. And here we are. Look at this. The dog cave. Look at here. What do you think, my minions? This is a grand old place, isn't it? Fairly large. And the Max here has to keep on moving, but we're going up. While they're going that way. How about Max train? That's one big hole. That's what he said. Anyway, who's this guy? William D. Robinson. Will Robinson. Danger, Will Robinson. I don't think that's the same Will Robinson. But anyway, here we are at Washington Park. This is the home of the Oregon Zoo, the Oregon Holocaust Memorial, the Portland Japanese Garden, the Rose Garden, the Forestry Center, all that neat stuff. But we're gonna go see one. Okay, folks, here we go. We're gonna get on this big old elevator and go where it goes. So up, and it's going up real quick. Perfect time for a slug of monster. The beast with the boost. My minions. Anyway, see, I think it's gonna open this way. And it does, look at that, oh my Lord. And there we have the Forestry Center right in front of us. And then we have, down there used to be OMSI, now I think it's the Children's Museum and the people with their little dog. Down that way is the Oregon Zoo. That's the Discovery Museum, yeah, Forestry Center. And here's a map of Washington Park. And I do believe the Vietnam Memorial is right up there. That's where we're gonna go, I think. And I do believe. We walk along, we finally reach the point we're looking for, my minions. Is the Oregon Vietnam Veterans Living Memorial at the Hoyt Arboretum. Yeah. Yeah, my minions, there's not a whole lot I can say about this place other than it's a very nice memorial from to remember all those from Oregon who gave it all for the Vietnam War, and it's built in a nice little spiral here where I'm not going to make you watch me walk through the whole thing, but we'll get up to where the names are and we'll look at some of those. Gonna get around over here by where that bridge is and we'll check that out. Okay, and we just follow the gray brick road. Here we're up to the top of this bridge. We were just under there a second ago. And this is such a delightful little spot. Came in down there. And right here's the Garden of Solace. All right. And then we'll wander up here to the first level. Okay, and the way these are set up here, there's by years, it's like 59 to 65 in here. And tons of stories, but I don't know, I don't have the time to read them all, and you probably don't want to hang out even if I did to hear it all. But then we just keep wandering around to the next level. And this is, and I personally didn't have anybody, or had no family or anything that I can remember that was involved. And there's a lot of people, this is from 66 to 67, quite a few people in that year. But I did have a friend that his older brother was one of the people that was MIA. His last name was Knight, but who knows? So, seeing in the, down there, that's where all this spiral begins. And then we get up here and it widens out again to some more. Here's to all these people. I love my monster. Anyway, so at this. It's great. A lot of people from 68, 69. Way too many. That's terrible. Way too many people from Oregon lost to that war. And I was only 5 or so years old, so well, in 69 I was 8. But see, we're going along here. And there again, down there, benches up there. So in the long run, I do believe this is a good addition to Dog of the Dead. We go from 70 to 71. Still a lot of people. A lot of people. Here's to all you people. That was the last of my monster. So anyway, we're getting up here to almost the end. I think the war ended, what, 75, 76, something like that. 75, 76, I think it's the last date up here. There again, I should know that as a Marine. But, okay. Yeah, 72, 76. Not as many people. And then we get up here to the last bunch of, I think these ones here were all the MIAs. Let's see if there's a night on here. I don't know. Let's see. And these remain the missing in action in Vietnam, November 11th, 1980. There's a Larry D. Knight. I'll be willing to bet you that's the buddy of my, or the brother of my friend Douglas Knight, that says his brother was MIA for, probably still is, because he says a few of those where the remains are recovered. So anyway, this has been kind of a, see my hat here, kind of a memorial Dog of the Dead. I think number 69, one of my favorite numbers. This has been Tone Dog barking at you from Washington Park Vietnam Memorial. And just outside is a dog cave. And so, letting all you minions know, love you guys. Mwah. Please like, subscribe, all that neat stuff. I don't know. You can tell me to fuck off or whatever if you want. Just do something. Even if you take the time to tell me you don't like me, you're still a fan of a sort. So anyway, I love you all. I really do. And this has been Tone Dog out. Dog of the Dead, Vietnam Memorial, Portland, Oregon, Washington Park. And I don't know if you noticed, the weather has changed. Autumn has fallen. If you get the pun, it's fall. And it's like flicking a switch. Seemed like when I was a kid, you know, one season would kind of just slowly, you know, transform into another. But nowadays it turned from August to September and it's like, bing, okay, it's fall, like a switch. Oh well. So, Tone Dog out. Peace. Love you guys. I don't want to go to the zoo. That's going to be a whole nother thing. We're going to go visit Packy's grave and the grave of the other people they found over there while doing the elephant things. But now we're going to head back to the dog cave. So, oh, we got to go around this way. That's exit only. The thing about the difference between this and the Bat Cave is, here we go. Everybody knows about this place. So, anyway, we're back into the dog cave to head back to Sodom and Gomorrah, I suppose. And there we are. There's that one. Oh, we're going down. I think I pissed myself a little bit. No, not really, but I did fart, which I do every time I get into a closed elevator by myself, hoping a crowd of nuns will get on as I'm getting off. So, there's another one for them. Silent but deadly. Anyway, here we go, and there we are. Hoorah! Yes, sir. And good to see another Marine. And so anyway, now I'm gonna go this way and jump on the dog train.